guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do the sort of part 2 of my Beauty Pie brand review. So if you haven't seen it already, I did a video talking about Beauty Pie's makeup, and I kind of explained a little bit about what Beauty Pie is and how the system works and stuff. So if you're brand spanking, I would go watch that one. However, yeah, I wanted to do skincare second, mainly because I feel like I have more to say about their skincare as opposed to their makeup. So that's why I thought I'm going to jump straight right in with this one. So I've got my laptop here just to make sure that I don't miss anything. I've got the Beauty Pie page up. So, because also I want to talk about what they say the skincare is supposed to do and whether it does it or not. With Beauty Pie, they have sort of several collections within their skincare range. So they have their starter set, so that's more to do with what type of skin you have, and then you sort of get it in different ranges depending on what your skin needs. But then they also have the Japan Fusion line, the Super Healthy Skin, Juju, Planttastic, Super Retinol, Super Active Capsules, and Uber Youth. So I have bought my own starter kit for my type of skin, which is combination. So let's start there, shall we? So for this particular kit, there are 4 pieces that come with it. So to start off with, there's the double phase cleanser. So this is a fairly comprehensive cream cleanser. If you want to compare it to the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish, I would say this one is a lot more liquidy, whereas the Liz Earle's a lot more like a sort of quite thick cream. This is sort of a definitely more sort of liquidy cream. This cleanser is fine. It's not a bad cleanser, it does what it says. Hang on, let's double check that, shall we? So the website says that this is gentle, which I would definitely agree with. I think this is a really super gentle cleanser. And it's also the ultimate ineffective. Ultimate ineffective. That makes it sound like it doesn't do that. Anyway, I didn't write this copy. Purifying, pore purging, and 95% naturally derived ingredients. So I imagine it does have those ingredients. I would say I've got another cleanser which I will talk about later, which I prefer. This one isn't bad, like it is good and it is gentle, so I think if you do have sensitive skin, this one will be really nice, and it is effective, and it doesn't sort of leave your skin feeling stripped when you use it. But because there's a cleanser from their lineup that I prefer more, which I would buy time and time again, I probably wouldn't repurchase this one. Not to say it wasn't bad, but I know that they have better offerings. But you know, that being said, it is a good cleanser, particularly if you like that sort of like creamy cleanser. I'm not gonna be putting the products on my face per se. If I put all of these products on my face today, oh, I think my face would hate me. Anyway, but yes, this one, it's like a 6 out of 10. Like, it's fine. Would I repurchase it? No, only because there's one that they do, which is better. So next up in the combination skin lineup, they recommend the Planttastic Micro Peeling Super Drops. So from reading this and how sort of micro peeling, this definitely has like sort of those like fruit acids, and it's definitely like an acid exfoliant almost. And but they do list it as a serum rather than sort of a treatment. So I think it is gentle enough to use every day. I don't know if you have like a toner, like an acid glycolic toner in your lineup, if you'd want to use both of them. But like, that being said, like, this is nice and easy. I've mentioned on my channel before that I do really enjoy using sort of chemical exfoliants alongside more manual exfoliants as well, and this is, it says that you can use it every single day, so it's safe enough to use every day. So if you're somebody like me who likes to use a sort of big treatment mask once a week and then keep on top of it, I definitely notice a difference when I use these type of products. So for me, I really like notice a difference like on places like my nose, where I don't get necessarily blackheads, but it almost looks fuzzy, maybe TMI. But sort of using a product like this in my lineup daily sort of combats that, alongside using a treatment mask as well. But yeah, I would recommend this product and I would use it again. As I said, I wouldn't use it necessarily alongside an exfoliating toner as well, because I feel like that might be overkill for your skin. But this is a nice product, like it doesn't feel sticky or gross or anything. Like, although it is like in a dropper, and maybe it is a little bit thicker than water, but not very much thicker than water. So that's how it feels on the skin as well. So like that one, big fan. Speaking of weekly treatments, they also included a retinol treatment. This is the Overnight Skin Perfector, the Overnight Skin Perfector Gentle Retinol Moisture Balm. So I'm gonna go straight in, full disclaimer. I didn't read the instructions with this, first of all, and I was using it nightly, and I noticed that my skin started to peel. Don't do that. It says to use it twice a week, which I imagine because first of all I was like, oh my god, this is making my skin peel. Then I like read the instructions and saw why, because I was using it nightly. But yeah, it says to use it once or twice a week, obviously depending on how your skin reacts to retinol. You can sort of like build up how much you use it once your skin gets used to using it. So this product, you know, I do have combination skin, and so I find like overly heavy moisturizers I don't like the feel of, and I don't think my skin particularly likes. And even though I am past the sort of spotty phase in my life, I feel like you always like have that fear that you don't want to chuck too much on your skin, so you don't want those gross spots like erupting on your face and chin. Anyway, so this says it's got stuff like shea butter, argan oil in, which sounds heavy, and it does feel, it is like a cream, like it is like a nice face cream, maybe a little bit like stodgier than your standard one maybe, but I find that it works perfectly on my skin, and it's one of those products that, you know, sometimes you can't be bothered with like your full skincare routine, so you go for those like one-stop shop products. So that's when I find like when I can't be bothered, oh, I'll chuck on my retinol, so that works out. And when I wake up in the morning, like my skin feels really nice, and I would continue using this product, just not daily, because that was stupid of me. But yeah, but no, it is a really nice product, and particularly a nice introduction to retinol, I think, because I'm in my mid-20s, so maybe retinol, my whole routine isn't retinol, my whole routine isn't based around sort of anti-aging, anti-wrinkle sort of stuff. I believe what retinol does is it sort of like regenerates new skin cells and stuff, so again, for sort of like congestion and all that stuff, I think this is good for it. And last but not least, in the combination skin set, there is the Super Healthy Skin Daily Moisture Lotion. So I've just read up, apparently it's supposed to be anti-wrinkle, everyday moisture lotion, energy boosting, fragrance free. I don't know if I've necessarily noticed the anti-aging side of stuff, again, because of my age and the way that my skin is at the moment, but it is a nice daily moisturizer. It doesn't have SPF in, which would be my only bugbear with sort of like a day moisturizer, which is how I feel they're marketing it and also how I'm using it, sort of like underneath makeup. But yeah, that being said, like it does work really well under makeup, like it products layer over it nicely, like I've got it on today actually, and I've actually got the Great Skin Foundation on top as well. And my skin feels great, like it doesn't, and I don't break out from this or anything. Again, I mentioned that it's fragrance free, so if that's something that irritates your skin, like it is a nice bog standard moisturizer. Do I think it's massive bells and whistles? No, but it is nice and I do enjoy using it. So moving along, I've got two products from the Japan Fusion line, and spoiler alert, that's the cleanser that I like. I believe I put this in my yearly favourites. I definitely did put this in my yearly favourites. So this is the cleanser that I personally prefer over the double phase cleanser. So, which is here, ta-da! So this cleanser, it's almost reminds me of PVA glue, but not like sticky, but it kind of has that like almost gelatinous kind of feel to it. So it describes this as a gel to oil to milk, which actually I think is a perfect description of it. Like, yeah, that kind of almost jelly kind of consistency you definitely see when you squeeze it out of the bottle. And yeah, I don't know, it just reminds me of PVA glue. But that being said, like it feels really nice on the skin. Like I feel like this is like the type of cleanser that you enjoy using, so you tend to use it more. That's at least what I found anyway. This is my second tube of it and I'm about halfway through. But yeah, it just feels really nice on the skin. Like after you've used it, your skin still feels soft. I don't know, it just almost feels like you've done a mask, like a sort of like a hydrating mask on your face when you've used it. And again, it doesn't break me out. I believe they recommend a lot of the Japan Fusion line for sensitive skin as well. And yeah, I just really enjoy using this. This is, yeah, one of my favorite products by them for sure. Just remembered, I said that I had two products from the Japan Fusion line. 100% have three. One is hidden. Where's he gone? Oh, I forgot to mention, what is good about the double phase cleanser is it does come with muslin cloths. It comes with either one or two. The next product that I have from the Japan Fusion line is their Hydra Prep lotion. Now, I really enjoy using this sort of either as like almost like a treatment. So I have those Muji under eye masks and I soak it in this, use a little bit of hyaluronic acid and just will sit with them underneath my eyes, and I find it just makes my under eyes feel super duper smooth. Or I like running this over my face before makeup. So I don't use this in the evening particularly because I'm often using a lot of sort of products like this where I feel like maybe they wouldn't necessarily work together, or this will get cancelled out because of this. So that's how I like to use this product. This is actually a brand new bottle. I'm almost out of my first one. I've got like this little bit left. But yeah, so I like using it kind of as like a, yeah, like a skincare, like a pamper treatment by just soaking those under eye pads. Muji also do face ones, which I'm tempted to use with this because I feel like having it like sit on your skin for that long really like helps it out, like sort of like being able for the not necessarily to escape because you've got the mask on. But yeah, you might be wondering like, what is this type of product? So I feel like this is Beauty Pie's version of a essence. This Asian Beauty must-have is a power magnet prep score for your moisturiser. So it's almost, yeah, I feel like an essence is kind of like a booster for everything that you put on your face. So whether it's like serums or moisturisers, I feel like this is just like, allows it to do it that much better. It might seem like a bit of a Princess Non product because I feel like, yeah, if you haven't been open to the world of essences before, you kind of be like, is this just a waste of time? But it's not actually. I really do notice the difference when I use this on my skin and sort of pop it over. Again, I used it before I put the moisturiser on and my skin is super soft today. So, and it will be partly down to this, but primarily I like to use it underneath my eyes. I've got two Princes by Spin Doctors like just going around in my head and I don't know why you'd want to know that either, but anyway. So I must admit I failed. I left my other Japan Fusion product in my bedroom and I'm all in focus now, and that's a real bugbear for me getting myself in focus. So I'm not going to go grab it, but here's a picture of it. So this is their serum that again goes in with this lineup. And I really like using that during the day. Again, I feel like it works really nice under makeup and it also just leaves the skin feeling super nice and soft. So it's almost kind of like works to prep the face. Again, it's one of those products I like to use if I don't want to use like 3-4 products. It's kind of like a nice one-stop shop. It is more of a hydrating product than anything else, but again, I feel like when you're sort of like putting makeup on top, it lends itself quite nicely to having a hydrating base underneath, just so then it doesn't look dry and gross. So that's predominantly what I use it for, is kind of like my day serum, and I do really like it. As I said, like it leaves my skin feeling super soft, and for what I like to use it for, it like works really well under makeup. So I feel like for me, for what I like to use it for, it's really great. Again, as I said, like this whole Japan Fusion line, I believe is supposed to be really good for sensitive skin. The website says that it's good for people who have sun damage. And it's just, yeah, a really nice hydrating serum. And again, it's a product that I really do like from this range as well. I only have, yes, I only have one product from their Super Retinol range, and it is their anti-wrinkle eye cream. I ran out of my Kiehl's Creamy Abby, hello. I ran out of my Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado, that's the full name of it. And just thought, you know, hey, I was placing a Beauty Pie order and I thought I would pick this up. So this is, again, this is one of their retinol products. The reason I went for this eye cream over the other ones, again, I feel like under eyes is where you sort of start to notice aging first of all, so this is sort of something to combat that, but also it has hyaluronic acid in, which I know my skin really likes, so that is a nice hydrating base. My biggest hard pass, like my biggest no-no for eye creams, is when it makes your eyes feel like it like irritates your eyes. I've used some eye creams that like make my eyes like water, and I'm like, brilliant, I'm crying off this expensive product. So this one would recommend, because it doesn't do that, it doesn't irritate my eyes at all. I do like to take like a remainder like over my actual eyelid as well. I mean, I'm not like jamming it in my eye, but some like I'll put like on the sort of orbital bone and it'll be like, oh, I hate you. Whereas this one doesn't do that. So that's like my, again, I feel like I keep referencing like how old I am, but you know, for me, like this is something that works for what I want it for. How well it works on pre-existing wrinkles, I don't know, because I don't particularly have them, but it's a nice eye cream. I do really like how this one feels actually. One product I won't be able to show you in action is their 5-minute Fruit Zyme facial, because I had to fish this out of my empties bin. It's completely done. So this is their sort of, if this is their daily exfoliating treatment, this is their sort of weekly, once to twice a weekly exfoliating treatment. So this is a mask that you put on for 5 to 10 minutes, which has, what does it have in it? Dissolves top layer of skin. That sounds terrifying, doesn't it? But yes, this is jam-packed with fruit acids, which sort of help with congestion and clear out your pores and stuff. And as I said, like with my type of skin, like that's something that I've noticed that when I stop using that in my routine, like I can really like see the congestion and like feel it in my skin. I like to have like, this type of product around. At the moment I'm using the Ordinary BHA mask, and I feel like these two are different, but they kind of serve the same purpose. This one also has almost like grains in. It's like a gel consistency, and it has sort of these small grains in, which if you didn't like that, I would recommend the Ordinary if you wanted something that was a little bit more smooth. But obviously that adds like an extra layer of exfoliation because of that manual exfoliant that's put in there. It's not like jam-packed, it's not like a sugar scrub or anything like that, but they are in there, just so you know. But yeah, this is, again, I think one of their sort of top picks for me, because I really do notice a difference every time that I use it. Used it up happily, would happily repurchase it, but as I said, I've already got one in my lineup which is doing the same thing, but this one is just as good, so would recommend that one. Speaking of the Planttastic, I do have another product from the Planttastic range, and it is their hand cream. I like to have this in my handbag, and I think it's a fairly comprehensive hand cream. Do I think it's mind-blowing? No, not particularly, but it's a nice one. It smells nice. It smells like really planty, not floral, but like plants, and it does feel really nice. It does sink in really easily, and I do think it is one of those nice on-the-go hand creams, because again, not too greasy, sinks in quite nicely, and you can just carry on about your day. I really do want to try their Retinol hand cream, like their night hand cream, because I spend my working life with my hands basically wet all the time, and I have really started to notice in this winter, like my hands be really fucking annoyed about it. So I definitely need to be better at moisturizing my hands, and I do really want to try the Retinol one as well, because like I can see, I don't know if you'll be able to, like I can see wrinkles on my fingers already, and I'm like, oh, like I need to take better care of them, and I feel like that might help. So stay tuned in a future sort of beauty review how I feel about that one, because that's definitely going to be in my next order. So I have another mask to talk about, and it is their Super Pore Detox Black Clay Mask. Now, I also really want to, so I'm thinking of like restarting my blog, because I've basically left that alone, but put a pin in that one. And I definitely want to do like a beauty pie dupes video, because this is a dead fucking ringer for one of the Glam Glow masks, either the black or the white one. I think they're quite similar if you've ever tried the Glam Glow masks. This is super duper similar. I think it's the white one, but I don't know if you've ever used that mask, but it's got like bits in. It's basically without bits, that version. Like it smells the same, it feels the same, it does the same thing. So if you're somebody that loves the Glam Glow masks but doesn't like the Glam Glow price tag, this is exactly the same. Like this is a really nice heavy duty clay mask. So I've tried a few clay masks that I do like, and I think they're more, they serve the same purpose but almost a different purpose, where they're a lot more smoother. Like I mentioned in my previous favorites video, the Primark Alexandra Steinher one, also I've mentioned the La Roche-Posay one, and they're like super duper smooth. But if you've ever used like that Glam Glow mask, it's like hardcore, like heavy duty. Like this is a heavy duty clay mask, and I think it's brilliant. Again, this is something that I use weekly. What I'll typically do is once a week I will use like an exfoliating mask, and then straight after go for like a pore clearing mask, because we've got the first layer off. Like let's really take it all out. Yeah, no, I think again this is actually a really good product. And they do a clay cleanser, which I'm tempted to use, but as I said, because I'm a big fan of the Japan Fusion one, part of me is like, do I want to try another one, or am I happy with this one as it is? But yeah, but if you're looking for a clay mask, this one is phenomenal. I do have their one SPF product. It is their ultralight UVA UVB SPF 25. Now I'm gonna go right out the gate. I wish that they had a higher SPF than 25. I wanted to try it because I was like, maybe it'd be like super duper like light and amazing and good for sort of not summer coverage for SPF. And it is that, like it does like feel and look like a traditional sun cream, but it is more liquidy, but it does like sink into the skin really well. Like it doesn't like bother my skin. I don't break out from it or anything. So it is ultralight, as it says, but I really wish that they did an SPF 50 in this one. Even an SPF 30, I just think SPF 25 is a bit random. Again, it says it has hyaluronic acid and licorice extract in it. But yeah, it does what it says, but I wish that they had one that did more, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I'd necessarily buy this again. Like, it's not a bad product. I wouldn't buy it again in hopes that they bring out an SPF 50. Maybe it's a product that they're gonna bring out in the summer. I really hope that it is. If it's the same formula as this, like I would be down for it. But yeah, I just wish if you're going for sun coverage, I feel like you should have more. I am gonna mention that they do a tanner. I don't self-tan, can you tell? So I don't really know how that works, but they do one if that's something that you're interested in. Anyway, last but certainly not least, I've got the packet, and they're still left. You know what? I saved one for so long and then I couldn't find any of them, and so I had to use the last one. It's their double-sided organic cleansing and exfoliating cloths. I really do rave about their sponges. I think their sponges are phenomenal, and I feel like this is almost like kind of similar, like their sort of like side tools are actually really good. So this is, you get 3 in a pack, by the way. It's a double-sided face cloth. As you can see, I have used it to take off the clay mask that I was talking about. So it comes double-sided. So this side is like your standard muslin cloth, and then this side is almost like one of those like car buffing cloths, like, you know, when you like run your hands over it, like it almost like it feels like where your skin is just like that little bit dry. And I imagine, I haven't tried them, but I imagine that's what the makeup eraser cloth feels like. And anyway, I just think sort of having both sort of available to you depending on what you're taking off, like this feels like really super soft around the eyes, where obviously like a muslin cloth sometimes can feel a bit more harsh. But yeah, no, I think these, I mean, sometimes, as I said, that you get like free muslin cloths with cleansers. You don't, by the way, with the Japan Fusion. I thought I'd drop that in. I feel like you always need more muslin cloths if you're somebody that sort of uses like a cream cleanser, like a balm cleanser or what have you. That these come in handy. And I think the pack's like £6. So that's like, works out £2 each, which, I don't know, I think these are phenomenal. I think these are like sort of like a really good add-on purchase. Like if you're making your beauty pie order and you're like, oh, like I've got a little bit of money left. I don't know how much they list them for. I don't know. Yeah, I think these are really good and would recommend if you want to bulk up your stash. Anyway, that is everything. I'd love to hear from you down below. Oh, I did want to ask, they have this like weird skincare product on their website, which is, hang on, let me find it real quick. Yeah, so they have this product, it's called their hyaluronic acid micro needle patch, and it's like these weird ass like needle patches that you put on your face. And to me, the whole thing sounds like bizarre, but I'm really intrigued. If you'd want me to do like a dedicated video of me trying it out, because their listed price, it's like 24 quid, like it's not cheap, but they list their, so the members price is 24, they list it as 150 typical price. If that is something that you'd want me to try, I'm definitely down to give that a go, because that's quite a lot of your allowance. I don't know, like that sounds really weird. If that's something you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. Also, if there's any products that you've tried from Beauty Pie and you love or hate or think are so-so, I'd love to hear that down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye!